Hi everyone. Today we're looking at the Axial Capra kit. I got this from sale from Amazon for like $100, and this kit has been discontinued for like 2 years now. And they only released the four-wheel drive steering, which is the RTR. I believe they didn't release any kit anymore. But this kit is pretty basic. It got everything you need: portal axles, light buckets, and it includes the light bar. Same in the back. This is F9 Curry portals. You still have the dig function, which it locks the rear wheel, and then you can uh, drag the rear wheel while it's on like brake. But they didn't include the servo just for this one. But anyway, I'm not going to use this. The purpose of this is I'm just going to use it for normal crawling, more like a scale build rock crawler buggy. So I'm not gonna discuss any more details. I'll just put a link down in the description for you to read those. And let's go on with the build. So let's set this aside. Let's get the electronics. Now this is part of the budget build, which includes the budget transmitter from Dumbo RC. It's on sale now at the time of shooting this video in AliExpress. So let's open this. It's pretty basic. You got your manual, your transmitter, which pretty look the same from Injora. This is Dumbo RC. You got your trim knobs there. Now, side by side from the Injora, which is, come on. Yep, not much of a difference. It's just different branding. And you have your 6-channel receiver. Okay, let's set this aside. That's our first. And next is our, it's pretty cheap in AliExpress. So, I know I haven't used this before. 9 mod, something like that. So let's open it up. This is the servo I'm going to use. All that bits and pieces there. Plastic servo horn. What else is there? Oh, you got an aluminum 25T servo horn, which is good. And the servo itself. Now I choose this servo because of the color. Look at that machining. You can see the shine on the edge. 35 kg. I think that's enough for this build. And of course, our new favorite. Now, I covered this Hobby Wing Quick Run Fusion SE from the previous video. I'll just put the link down in the description for you to watch that unboxing. So anyway, I don't need to unbox this. You'll just watch the video in the description. Okay. I forgot to mention that this XT60 comes with the Fusion SE, so I'm gonna change it with the DINS connector, which all my battery have. So let's do that. So I've done soldering, change into DINS plug, so I can use this small battery. This is the only battery that fits the cage, and see the difference. I bought this one too, and I thought this will fit, but unfortunately it's too big for this. So for now, this is the only battery will fit. It's like very cheap in Amazon. And I did some what do you call this, elasticity wire mesh from Yarising. This is just to the exposed wires to make it look clean from the outside. So everything here is done, so I'll put this with the cage and we'll see. As much as possible I'm trying to keep the theme black in silver or black in red around the chassis, so all the exposed wires, like I said, this will be exposed and the rest of it will be tucked in inside the cage. This one's too, like this, in there with the panels. So let's see if I can hide these wire colors from the power button. But before we do that, let's see if everything works. This is the Dumbo RC mode. Let's switch it on. Turns to blue. I already paired the receiver and transmitter before, so let's just see everything works. Button. Okay. Anyway, I already calibrated before when I installed this. So when you first power up the Fusion SE, it will ask for the neutral position first, and after that click the button, put it in throttle max, and then press it again. It will turn green. Then again, after that, press it all the way back to set it for reverse, and then press it again, and then it will prompt you that everything is fine. So let's see if it still works. Okay, crap, wrong connections. So I put the servo and the, what is this, the ESC on the other way. So let's see if it works now. There you go. Let's see. Yes, sir. Now it's working. That's forward, and this is reverse. Forward and reverse. And let's see the servo. It's not centered yet. I will do it later. Okay, everything looks fine, and let's put this in there. I forgot to mention that I did raise the whole transmission for like 5 mm because the Fusion SE will not fit here. If you can see from here, there is gap that I shave here a little bit just to fit the motor. So after I did that, I put some spacers, so I raised the whole transmission for like 5 mm just to fit the Fusion SE. But for brushed motor 540, I think that it will fit perfectly. But for Fusion, you need to do some modification just to fit this. So after I put the cage and the chassis all together, this is where the servo wires goes in, along with this secured with a clip under the battery tray and through here, and all the wires from the Fusion SE, and this wire is for the light bar on top. So this is the battery I'm going to use, which I told you before. This is the only one I have that fits this battery cage. Fortunately, the other one is too big, or it's too long for that. It won't fit. So I'm just gonna put it here. Put this battery cable through here and connect it. I think it will be all right. So I'll do some cable management. Put the receiver here. Maybe here it looks good. And I'll see you later. So this is now the fully built Axial Capra kit with the body panels on, and unfortunately the colors, the paint colors that I wanted is not available on the local hobby shops, so decided gonna be a couple of months before we receive it. So for now, if you know any alternative that I can use other than Tamiya PS paint, let me know in the comments below. So but if you notice this one, I just skip a few steps because during the recording of this video I got sick for like a week or two, and the tires and rims came in. If you notice, I didn't use the plastic beadlock rims that came with the kit, so I used the Injora rims and Pitbull Rock Beast XL that I get from AliExpress. I'll put the link down in the description for you to check. And yeah, basically that is it. Like I said, I am supposed to do some cable management, but this is the best I can do. If you can see. So but what I like this kit is this hood where you're gonna put the batteries in. There's two body clips here underneath. It's clean, and voila, you can put your battery here, but you have to put the battery that's small enough to fit, like this one. I got it from Amazon, really cheap. Plug it in there, close the hood. Come on, come on. Oh, sorry. Put the body clips underneath. Let's see. Yep, there you go. And on the other side, and just tuck them out of the way. Yeah, they're all set. And by the way, I didn't put the oil shocks here because I wanted to lower the ride height, but unfortunately still high. I want it to be like this. So in the next video I'll put some upgrades if I receive it earlier, maybe early next year. So this is just to wrap up the video. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and enjoy the rest of the video. Cheers.